This will sound to like the ravings of the madman, but I want to share a quick reflection that I did for myself. So I started like with some simple things, as people do, trying to write down the things I would want for myself. And it started like something, well, I would want to create decent artworks because I'm an artist, or I would want to write each day, or I would want to be consistent with my video content. But then it's a transition to something like to the questions like, what do I want to search for? That was interesting. And then I thought, well, what is the highest, the most worthiest thing? Something like God would be not bad, because like God is the highest, and you're supposed not to aim low, right? So why not to aim for God? So what are you supposed to search for? Maybe God. But then I was like, well, God is really not specific. What exactly? And then I just wrote, is if there's anything we should pay our attention to, or pay our attention towards, above other things, that is not optional but necessary for us. And I wrote self-understanding, life orientation, purpose, meaning, value, joy, and the meaningful pain, that is the pain you choose for a worthy goal, and finally the most worthy goal you can find, right? It's not that you do know which goal is the worthiest, but if you could choose any, you would choose the one that is the most worthy from the ones you know. So that was the answers to what do I want to search for, because why not? And then the other question would be, to people who like sparrings, boxing, martial arts, to people who do have this fighting, in themselves. The question, what do I want to fight for? Because life is about a willful force a little bit as well. You need to stand your ground for something. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I wrote love, because what else would you fight for, right? Like, not like love in this sort of the most sentimental romantic way, but just love, because what is there else to fight for if it's not love? Then let's say you say the truth. Well, the truth without love would be a pretty sad truth, right? And so I kind of defined here for myself a love as where your heart and soul finds its joy. So it could be things, it could be people, it could be places, it could be experiences, it could be skills, right? It could be art, in which your heart and soul finds its joy. And then just ask the next question myself, just reflecting. Well, how would you fight for love? Like, what does it mean? What kind of sentimental things are those? And I thought, well, how do you fight for love? And I thought, well, love is so great that to fight for love is to keep it being, to keep it existing at the same pace and not kind of decreasing. So, and how do you do it? It's that you love. So you find the things in which your soul and heart could rejoice, and you rejoice in those things. So you put your heart to something, to specific things in which you could find joy, and not just the things that you don't even consider valuable, right? It's like 9-to-5 job that you hate. and hate your life for. And then I thought, well, love only as a joy, even if your whole heart and soul in it. But ignorant love is sentimental and foolish, and it does look so, to the outside observer, and sometimes to the other party, because it also can be selfish. And so I thought, well, then it's also the love that is like, it's to grow in knowledge and understanding. So this is the second way how you fight for what you love. It's you grow in knowledge and understanding, because self narrowed, self-reduced love is foolish and blinded, and yeah, inconsiderate. And the third, I wrote, how to fight for love, right? The third, I wrote, you give. And this I wrote because I thought, well, a lot of love and the expression of love is actually giving. You give yourself to it. And I don't mean only you give to people, but you give your attention to things, you give your resources to things, because that is where your heart and soul find its joy. So this is where you give yourself to. And the fourth, what I wrote, how to fight for love is to believe. And I wrote it because I do think that there should be a certain amount of hope and belief in something that is good, so you could allow yourself to love. Because sometimes, like, the world is so harsh that you want only, like, to be bitter and resentful about it. And if you are, if the cruelty and harshness of the world and its complexity crushes you, then you faint to love, because love requires strength and belief in goodness. And so the fourth, I wrote, you believe. And in fifth, I wrote, you do, because I thought, well, there should be an expression of love, right? There should be an action to fight as well. Like, how do you fight for love? And the fifth is you do. It's an action. You make it happen. It's you making it happen through labor and force, right? You effort to make it possible, to make it stay, to not faint. And that's how you fight for love. You love. You put your heart, soul to something that you enjoy, and you grow in knowledge and understanding, and you give yourself to the things you love, and you believe, and you effort, you do something. And then I sort of continued the reflection, writing that a great goal makes up a great life and a great character. And I thought about it because, there is a phrase that it's not about a destination, it's about a journey. But then I realized that without the destination, it's not a journey, it's wandering. For journey to be a journey, there should be a worthy destination that would make it a journey. And the journey is not a meaningless exploration and search. The journey is the purposeful exploration and search. That is, it's for something, right? And so it's also, in a sense, a goal, and a great goal, to make it your daily effort to find what to explore, and search, and fight for. A worthy destination that would make up a worthy journey.